Well, let's hope we have some fun tonight, shall we? It is time for the very special Wild Wednesday edition of the OTR Essential Q&A. Are you looking forward to this? Are ya? Are ya? Well, I hope so. I was hoping to get more wild and crazy questions than what I actually got. Come on, guys. You got to step up to the plate and hit it out of the park. See if we get as much fun as last week. All right. AL7 or ALC 729, whatever the hell, asks, which members of the Breakfast Club has a platinum shovel, gold shovel, silver shovel, bronze shovel, and brass shovel? God gets platinum. Cena gets gold. Stephanie gets gold. Cena gets silver. Orton gets bronze. Sheamus gets brass for his ass, if you know what I mean. The Owens, would you let your girlfriend eat your ass? No. And no, there was not any pause there to make you think that that might actually occur. No. It's not how the Schleg Daddy gets down. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. Cyanide Rain, is Psycho Sid a mutated Neil Patrick Harris? I never saw that. He also asks, how does a Z-lister like Kathy Lee Gifford be such a grade A cunt? Seems to come quite easy to her. Yeah. She's always had cunt tendencies, so I was hoping somebody was going to give her the old cunt punt, if you will. It's Johnny Russo. Today a little kid tried to tell me Austin and The Rock were like Cena and Orton today. Kill them now or later. Don't kill them. Let's not go to that extreme. Maybe it is better to educate them on how ridiculous that notion is, and how stupid they are, and how much it is an indication, yet still, that this country continues to escalate in a downward fashion. Last night's election results didn't tell you that. That stupid, ridiculous statements like this surely do. It's bad, bad, bad. All right, so let's see here. Diva SFW over. Name the multiple women you would take a stink face from in each era, from the Hogan era through the reality era. Modern times, it would probably be Naomi, maybe Cameron, perhaps Alicia Fox. Imagine that. Before that, obviously Trish Stratus. Probably let Ivory do it, although Ivory, I get a sense, can really drop a boo-boo when she needs to, number 2 style, if you know what I mean. I don't know if there'd be any ladies from the Hogan era that I would let stink face me. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Edsel 4, what's another injury that made you laugh as much as the Sid injury? Sin Cara tearing his patella running. He's like, on my knee, on my knee, on my knee. Vince tearing both of his quads, getting into the ring at the 2005 Royal Rumble. He didn't tear one of them sons of bitches. He tore 2 quads at the same fucking time. What takes Sid's injury to an entirely different level, though, is all the history and backstory that go into it. Let's see here. Principal NYNB. Other than jailbait, unattractive, annoying, flat, and talented, how would you describe AJ Lee in 5 words? Overrated and not my flavor. There you go. I was struggling to come up with 5 words, but trying to be somewhat nice. Overrated and not my flavor. Twins of Sanity. Mr. McMahon versus Psychos in the parking lot with Eric Cartman yelling cripple fight. Is this epic awesomeness? Cripple fight! Nah! Cripple fight! Imagine that. McMahon sitting back with his torn quads trying to bump over to Sid, and Sid sitting there on his side. With the greatest heel turn of all time, trying to get over to McMahon. Oh, what an epic battle it'd fucking be. Blue Goblin 01. Was the best thing from the invasion angle Stephanie's breast? Well, probably, because there sure as hell wasn't a lot of other good shit involved with it. Let's see here. Baron Iron Fist 7. What position does the Schleg Daddy like to fuck in? What other one gets my dick wet? I don't know. I mean, I think guys would probably prefer that the girl get on top because, unlike most of the other positions where the guy has to do the majority, if not all of the work, it's the one where the lady actually has to do the work. So that would be one. You got the standard missionary, you got, cowgirl, doggy style. So there's a lot of different ones. On the top, though, making them do the work. That sounds good to the Schleg Daddy. Also, God versus Batista in a dick measuring contest. It'd be better if you said God's nose versus Batista's dick. Now, that would be a battle. Let's see here. Cyanide Rain. Was Dino Bravo's in-ring work filled with holes, or do you think his skills went up in smoke as time coughed by? Ah! His career whizzed by faster than a bullet, or perhaps 19 of them. And he also asked, see, you're getting into the spirit of this. If you could have a seven-some with Serena, Jada, Jacqueline, Naomi, Sojo, and Layla with Sid watching, would you do it? Let me count up the ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that means that's 7 Sid gets to watch. Absolutely! Why would you not? Well, let me rephrase that. Why would I not do that? 6 ladies, 1 Schleg Daddy, Psycho Sid encouraging me all the way. Being like, you know and I know that you are twice the man that I am. He eats, sleep, art, repeat. Did you shave your head to look like Corporate Kane? Because we all know the bitches love Corporate Kane. They do. That's probably news to every other person watching this that isn't you. The ladies. Corporate Kane? Well, certainly news to me. Carbon Mac, would you mark out in WWE, put the tag titles on Beavis and Butthead? Maybe it was 1994. 2014. I think it would think slightly more relevant than Beavis and Butthead. No offense to my fellow Beavis and Butthead fans. Let's see, it's a Den Sidron. If you got to direct a porno with Gangrel, what Diva superstars past or present would you use? Why does it have to be with Gangrel? I don't know. Anyways, obviously I'd want Trish involved. I'll take Naomi involved and throw Layla in there. So that way I get some variety and some spice up, if you will. And I'll be good. Could add more, but those would be 3 that to me right off the top of my head. Let's see here, what else? Fun questions. That boating guy, what becomes of the broken-hearted? I'm assuming you want me to quote song lyrics that I cannot remember at this time. If it's something else and it's just something that you cool hip kids do nowadays that the Schleg Daddy does not understand because he's getting older by the day, please clue me in. Because otherwise I have no clue what the fuck you were talking about. WWE 961. Which wrestler has the biggest cock and which one has the smallest cock? And does Sid snap when he gets too hard? In today's product, based off of evidence we've seen, obviously Orton would be the one that you'd have to assume is packing the most. Don't call it the Raging Ring Boner for nothing, or mostly the people involved with this show have always called it the Raging Ring Boner. In terms of the smallest, you've seen the Jort Johnson of Cena, and it's nothing to be impressed by. In fact, if anything, you see it, and it makes you feel better as a man because you're like, yeah, that's Cena, swole dude, small dick. Makes me feel better about myself. And just snap when it gets too hard. Probably. You also ask, have you ever waxed your ass crack? No, have you? Why would I wax my ass crack? And I know some guy is going to comment on here talking about the benefits of waxing your ass crack. That's disgusting. That's just stupid. And he also asked, would you be my father in exchange for Cameron and Naomi booty calls whenever you want? I don't know about all that. I'd love those booty calls, but I don't know. Some would be quiet. So anyways, thanks to all of you that submitted your questions for this Wacky Wednesday Q&A. I got to see what the dog's barking about. I'll holler at you later.